A new season and a new management structure for Suzuki following the shock winter departure of Davide Brivio. With an unchanged rider lineup though, plenty was expected for 2021. One thing that certainly hadn't changed was Joan Mir's powers of recovery, with only a last corner mistake denying him a podium on the opening night. Rins also started strongly in 6th, back ended up with 4th second time around. But for Mir, a bruising Grand Prix of Doha saw him become embroiled in a battle with Jack Miller, leaving the world champion 8th and very unhappy. MotoGP returned to Europe for round 3 and a first victory of 2021 didn't look out of the question, especially with Rins keeping Fabio Quartararo honest. However, a crash in the closing stages ended those prospects and it was unfortunately the sign of things to come for number 42. Mir did at least open his podium account for the season with a typically dogged performance, and he did at least get acquainted with the man he succeeded as champion, a certain Marc Marquez. With both riders going directly to Q2 at Jerez, could they keep the ball rolling in Spain? Unfortunately, the run of crashes continued for Rins, while Joan Mir's weekend never truly got going. Flag-to-flag conditions greeted the world champions at Le Mans, and Alex Rins crashed twice more after an electric start to the race. Joan Mir also failed to see the checkered flag after making an error just before swapping bikes. Mugello saw another classic Suzuki comeback on a Sunday, although Rins was once again unable to convert it into points. Mir did though, returning to the podium once more despite early trouble seeing off the Ducatis. Barcelona never got going for Rins, with a cycling crash ending his weekend before it had even begun, leaving Mir to go it alone. For the world champion though, an extraordinary opening lap boosted hopes of a first victory of the season, but an eventual 5th was attributed to an incorrect tyre choice. Alex was impressive on his return though in Germany, taking 11th on the grid and ending his run without points, stretching all the way back to round 2. Mir was nowhere by comparison in qualifying, but went some way to atoning for that on Sunday with 9th at the checkered flag. The first half of the season ended with an all too familiar pattern for Rins, although this one wasn't his fault after a tangle with Johann Zarco. Mir though would head into the summer break on a high after overcoming the Pramac Ducati to finish best of the rest behind the dominant factory Yamahas. So while Suzuki played catch-up heading into the second half of the season, their title defence is certainly not dead in the water just yet. And after their competitive showings at Austria last year, will Suzuki strike back when MotoGP returns in August?
Hello YouTube, I'm Joan Mir. If you like this video, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.